Hey guys, Joe here with Unconventional Me. I want to do a fast video. This is totally impromptu. The reason I'm doing the video is because I'm just in the greenhouse. Just came out the water real quick. I'm trying to distance myself from the greenhouse a little bit because it's addictive and it's holding me up from making other progress in life. But I got some serious success and I'm excited. I just want to share it with you and what I can attribute the success to. And that's why I'm doing the video. So I'm like, man, I need to share this with people, because if there's other people out there, it might help. I renovated the greenhouse this year. Took the roof that used to be like, 25 feet off the ground. I got up there, I took down all the extra rafters and lowered the roof. It'll help with heating and help minimize heating costs. But that's not what the video is about. Mangoes. All right, so this is what spurred the video right here. Let me explain. I've tried to grow mango seeds for probably, mango trees and seedlings for 6 years. And I've not had the best success until the last 2 years. And that's why I'm doing the video. Because I figured I've learned everything the hard way. And I've not learned... I've not learned on my own. I've tried and lost. But because of people like Seamus O'Leary, Pete Canaris from Green Dreams, video makers like that I've learned, hey, I've been listening and I've put their how-tos to work and it's worked. So, tip number 1, use rainwater. So there's tons of videos out there on how to start a mango seed, how to start a mango tree from seed. But I don't know very many that will tell you the best way to grow them. Tip number 2, when you're planting your seed, so this should be tip number 1, when you're planting your seed, use an elongated pot. Okay, this is what I use to water, but something like this. See how it's really tall? See how this is really tall? It gives the roots a chance to send a taproot down, okay? Okay, so I'll use this. No, that's not the one. Now, these are only 2 or 3 of my mini mango seeds. Here's one here. Elongated, okay? Now, these are just seedlings from this year. Okay, this fall, actually. So they're a work in progress, but... here's some. This is something I started my video because, guys, I've never had this. Before, if I had a mango tree die at the top, it died. So if the top lead died off, it was gone. It never recovered. Look at all the new starts on this. I saw that and I was like, oh wow, okay, stuff's working. Look at this. This is another seedling off another seed down there. And it's got all these new little starts. Here's why that blessed me. A week ago, I watched a video from some lady from India on how to grow short mango trees. And she said, you have to start with them when they're very young. And I laughed because, not laughed, but I was just like, I literally didn't even finish the video because I watched what she was doing and I watched what she was success she was. I'm like, I've never had that. If I cut the top off, it dies. So this one, okay, it's a long story, but it worked. What I'm doing is finally working, and that's why I'm doing the video. I'll quit rambling. I'll show you these other mango trees that are showing the success I'm having and why. So tip number 1/2, use rainwater. Don't use public water because there's salt in it, okay? It's treated with chlorine. Well, chlorine is a sodium compound. When the sodium or chlorine breaks down, it's in your water. When you water your plants, the chlorine's in the water, in the soil, and then it breaks down into salt. So it breaks back down into salt. That salt builds up in your soil, and that high level of salt will hamper or hurt or kill your mango trees. So I just water them with rainwater. That's tip huge number 1. They're in pots. They're trapped. They can't get away from the salt. So don't use tap water. Tip number 3. The other was use an elongated pot. Tip number 3, use an organic acidifying amendment. Iron, chelated iron, phosphorus, or sulfur, I think, sulfur. And there's one more. It's also used like as a preservative. It's derived from citrus, but it's an acid. But you add that to the water. I can't tell you how much. I tried to use readers, pH readers. I've spent probably, I don't know how much money on different readers, and I've never really felt confident in them. So I just kind of wing it. I haven't used too much, but I use it sparingly. Like I'm afraid to use too much, so I've just used it small bits at a time. But guys, this is huge. See these plants are all intermingled. These are all mango seedlings. All these are seedlings. That's not a seedling. That's an actual store-bought. This is a seedling. Look how tall this is, guys. Look at the height. Look at this. See that seedling started down there? That's every bit is over 2 foot tall, and that's huge. It's got great starts. Forgive the mess. I've got lots to clean up. New start. Look at that. Look at this. This is so cool. This is on a seedling, guys. Look. You know, why? To some of you, you're going to be like, okay, good job, buddy. But to anybody else out there that's had the hang-ups with growing them and having success with them, to start them is easy. It's the long-term growth and progress that's like, ugh. But I'm telling you what, the only 3 main factors I can tell you that has made a huge difference. Guys, I've been doing this for over 6 years. I want to say 7, but I'll say 6, but I have had failure after failure after failure, disappointment after disappointment. And I can tell you now what has made the difference. And it's those 3 factors. Elongated pot for the seedlings to start, rainwater or spring water, and organic acidifying amendments. So I'm really embarrassed at what's that direction outside of the greenhouse, so I'm going to try to grab what I want to show you without. Oh, and there went a papaya plant. All right, so these are all seedlings. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? I'm not bragging, but I'm just sharing, because if you have the heart to do it and you find yourself, you don't want to waste your time. You want success. That's why you're doing it. You're not just wanting to waste your time. And I've wasted so much heartache because you get all excited and then it dies. Or one seems to work and seems to be doing okay, and then all of a sudden after 3 years of it dies. And you're like, Tip number 4, must. Let them go dry, especially in the wintertime. Do not keep their roots wet. If you're growing them in a greenhouse especially, let their roots go dry. They will develop root rot if you don't. Okay, now one more show and tell here. What are you doing down there, babe? I have a 2-story greenhouse, so it's kind of cool. Anyways, I'm not bragging. I'm just saying that's why I'm like, there's something down there going on. What's going on down there? Here's the other. Oh, I almost fell. I just did a mass planting. Couldn't tell you what kind of seedlings these are. The reason I did them like this, guys, is because the more roots are in that pot, the faster it goes dry, and the more success you have. I'm going to leave this back down here because, again, root rot is a real big problem if you don't let it go dry. And I hate to keep, hammering that, but just trying to help. Hope it helps. Here's one more. I just think they're cool when they start developing the new leaves, and this one's an older one. It's not doing quite as well. I've got all kinds of seedlings. I've got avocado seedlings, and I do have some potted. I lost most of my ordered trees. You know, ones that came to me at 4 foot tall, and I gave 3 away this year. And I've still got 4 potted ones that are doing okay. I've got Sweetheart, Spirit of 76, and then a Carry and something else. But my excitement is the seedlings, and they're doing really well. And I'm not bragging. I don't know how to show it to you, you know, without showing my mess. Let me see if I can stand this way. See if you can see it there without. I mean, all these seedlings, it's just kind of cool. And again, I am not bragging. I'm not. I want to show that what I'm talking about is true. I'm not giving you BS. You see a lot of BS out there, and people that are just trying to make a video. And so when I have actually something to share, I hope it helps. So, anyways, guys, if you're watching this video, you probably enjoy it as much as I do. So I mean it with all my heart. Have fun. I hope you have good success and fun this year. 2020 has been a tough one. Just keep praying. Don't be afraid to say your prayers. He's real. He hears you, and thank him for everything you got. Okay, because he's the only reason we have what we have. So by his grace. All right, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean to get into that, but I feel very thankful. So take care, guys. Hit me up with any comments or questions. All right, and any success you want to share. All right, take care.